organization on down, we feel that. I think from the organization on down, we feel good about our culture. You always want to be better. I will say that. I mean, if you're not, if your results aren't winning the Super Bowl, I think everybody's saying, how do you ultimately be the last guy standing? But I think overall, between, organizationally, between, our coach, our personnel department, I think our leadership on our team's outstanding. So, you're always going to have somebody who's, going to say something, that's not, that might be, hey, that's their particular thought process on why we may have come up short, but I don't think in general, personally, I don't think it's an issue. With that, I think, from the org.
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I don't want to hear nothing, no jokes about Mark Holmes is out the closet. I hear you. I hear you talking that smack. Man. It's crazy that the smallest shit is the hardest shit. Doing drywall in this closet has literally been tedious because it's so many damn little pieces. I would have rather have done a 10 by 10 room than to do this little ass closet. But be that as it may, you saw the clip there of Stephen Jones talking about the Cowboys culture, and he doesn't think that the Cowboys have a culture issue. Okay, I don't care what you want to call it. If you want to say it's a culture issue, if you want to say it's a lack of preparedness issue, I don't care what the issue is. Let's be clear here. Nobody cares what the issue is. What we care about is finding a solution to the problem. I don't know what it is that the Cowboys can play good against teams of similar ability, but but hold on, let's back up here. Can play good against some teams. For whatever reason, the Eagles, you have to say they were in the Super Bowl twice since 2017, right? So you have to say that they're a good team. But somehow the Cowboys play well against that team. They just do. I just wish we could play them in the playoffs every year. Maybe we'd have some success. But be that as it may, for whatever reason, when we get to the playoffs, we just don't do well. And I just don't care if you call it culture, whatever you want to call it. I just want a solution. That's all I want, is for you to figure out what the hell we're doing wrong and what we can do to fix it. Now, a couple more tad bits of Stephen Jonesism, the de facto Dallas Cowboys coach, GM. They're going to be meeting with Tyron Smith and try and hammer out a deal with him to come back. Tyron Smith will be coming back, and that's no surprise. If you've been watching me, you know that's no surprise. They're going to have literally Tyron Smith is going to be in a walker, in a retirement home and still out there playing offensive line for the Cowboys. I think he's going to be on the Jason Peters plan, if you ask me about it. Dak Prescott He calls Dak Prescott him and can't imagine the team without him. I know that'll make some of the Dak Prescott haters lose their mind, but it is what it is. Injury update. Diggs, as well as Overshown, both will be ready by training camp. Now, let me say this. Here's the thing about the Cowboys. The Cowboys, when it comes to injuries, they always give you the best case scenario. They said Michael Gallup should be ready to start the season. No. Dak Prescott, he could come back in 3 or 4 weeks. No. Neville Gallimore, hyperextended elbow. He only missed 3 games. He missed 13. So they're hopelessly optimistic when it comes to their players coming back from health. But at least they're saying that they'll be ready to start training camp, which means they definitely should be ready to start the season. So that's a boost. And if Overshown, and the thing is, you just don't know. If Overshown can be anywhere near the promise that he showed the first game of the season when he got hurt, then that helps us out tremendously in our linebacking situation. But the thing that always gets me is have a backup plan. Always plan for the worst case scenario. If you do that, then you're always prepared for anything. Cowboys always seem to be too optimistic, and they were about Michael Gallup. Oh, we're okay. We got Michael Gallup coming back. But Michael Gallup didn't come back in one piece. He wasn't ready to start, and that's where it just didn't work out. So at least we have the combine going, and we're getting tad bits of information. We know Derrick Henry is going to be a free agent. Tony Pollard's going to be a free agent. The Raiders are trying to re-sign Josh Jacobs. The Giants are trying to bring Saquon back. Don't know if they'll get a deal worked out or not, but that's where we are right now. And I'm going to go ahead and get my mud pan, get my joint tape, and start taping this up. And then I'll get back in the bathroom and start working on some more stuff in there. As always, you know I appreciate you guys. I'm feeling a little under the weather here. Game time? You didn't give me something over the phone, did you? Because I definitely feel whooped. All right, good people. I need to get up and get back to work. Peace.